Thank you, honey. Hey, Spillers. Welcome back. I'm good. Thank you, baby. I have my residential host back in the building. Can you say hey to the Spillers, baby?
What's going on, Spiller?
Can you scoot up a little bit so they can see you a little? So I just feel like they can't see you. I need them to witness all of my chocolate tea. My chocolate tea. Okay, that's good. You ready?
Yeah,
All right, we have to press record and let go. We already prayed, so y'all gonna get y'all prayer on, okay? Hey world, welcome back to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast featuring your favorite podcast host, me, your girl. Welcome to episode 17, Spillers. I'm so glad to be back. I think the last episode was probably the week of Mother's Day, I think. And then I took an extra week off, not by, on purpose, but it is what it is. I needed that break. I hope that you all had an amazing Mother's Day, and I pray and hope that you all had an amazing Memorial Day weekend, because I did. But before we go any further, Spillers, I have our residential host finally back in the building, Mr. Wilson. Say hey to the Spillers.
What's going on, Spiller?
We can't hear you, babe. Put the microphone to your mouth. Just tilt it up a little
No,
bit.
it's been a long time since I've been here.
Don't
know.
you know how to work it. You was trying to be funny. Welcome back. How does it feel to be back?
Well, I feel like I ain't never left.
Okay.
I hear everything going on.
Yeah,
I just don't be able to be, join in on it.
Okay, well, I'm excited that you're back. Are you excited to be back?
I ain't never been nowhere. I'm behind the camera.
But I'm saying actually on an episode. You are definitely my producer and my executive producer, so I appreciate all of that. But it's been like probably about 4 episodes since you've been on. So
You've been a busy person.
Looking busy. We've been busy together though.
But I'm saying, it's your episodes.
Okay, yeah, I've had a lot going on. Well, I'm excited that you finally joined me for a new episode. And I'm excited about this episode because we're going to get into the people in. But before we go any further, Spillers, you know what time it is. It is our mental check-in time. This is the time where you take a few minutes to actually connect with your emotions and identify with how you are feeling. As a mental health advocate, it is my duty to make sure my people or any and everyone that comes into the Spill podcast room are well. So Spillers, stop, pause for the cause, and do whatever it is necessary or whatever it takes to make sure that you do your self-mental check-in right now. While you're doing your mental check-in, I am going to do my mental check-in with Mr. Wilson. Even as a residential host, you still got to do your mental check-in. So how are you, sir? Nobody else.
Well, the Spillers might not know, but because you just like an in-house therapist. So.
Okay. Is that a compliment?
Yeah,
or?
it's like a compliment
Okay, I'll
because
take
you
that.
gonna ask, how you doing today?
How was your day? All of that. Yeah.
I'm doing well.
Well, come on, well. YouTubers saw how he looked at me in that emphasis he put on well. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Words, you got to be well.
Intentional. When we're intentional, we have to use emotional words. So you're right. Keep going.
But it's this time you can call me at a good time because we just got back, so
Yes.
fun, so.
Okay, good.
I'm really doing good.
Good, praise God. Well, I'm glad you are well, Mr. Wilson. All is well with me, Spillers. Just a 5-second transparent moment. The last 3 or 4 weeks have kind of been like an emotional roller coaster with me. I think I kind of been all over the place. Would you disagree or agree, Mr. Wilson?
By yourself?
I'm just talking about mentally.
Yeah.
I've had a lot going on, but I've been intentional about sitting in my emotions. So I've done a lot of crying, still kind of going through it, but God is good. He got me. I continue to do my journaling. I've increased my journaling actually to make sure that I'm actually writing things down that I can go back and reflect on sometimes during the day. Sometimes I'll take a picture of some of my devotional stuff and I'll look at it at work just as a, just a reflection. I've been drinking my water. I've been exercising minimally, but I need to do more of that. I've been getting my vitamin D, so I think that's kind of been helping me. And then I know prayer and patience with my husband, because I know I've been working them nerves, doc.
Yeah, you work yours more.
I do. I work mine too, but
I just, you put up that little wall.
yeah. You know how to handle when I go through all of that.
I just let you go on your little ride. Your little roller coaster.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I
ain't gonna push go. I ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, because I like to sit in my emotions, even though whatever I'm feeling is not what I want to be feeling, but I know I need to experience and sit in it so that I can heal properly. I'm about to start back doing some self-therapy so that I can make sure my whole me is good. And I feel like that'll help me to be a better me, so that I can be a better wife, a better mother, a better daughter, a better sister, a better friend. I just want me to be better. And my husband does a lot of, I'm not going to say jabs, but he says little things that I really take notes and I take heed to.
I ain't gonna stop.
And so I've kind of written it down. So when my therapist asks me these questions, I'm like, yeah, help me get to the root of this. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I am on the road to getting back to where I need to be. This is just a season. I understand that God takes us through these seasons every so often. And we just got to deal with them in season. So I'm ready to go through this season and be able to use tools and resources.
And no matter which season it is for you, when you're on that roller coaster, like I said, I don't start and I don't stop it.
Right.
That don't mean I ain't gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
Jab at you while
Yeah.
you're on it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna rattle with you.
Yeah. And I appreciate that because both of us have been going through crazy issues.
I already had to deal with the little part of us, so now I can't get on there and be just like you.
Yeah, and
so
I'm
back together.
Be right.
Yeah.
Shut up. Can't take it. But I appreciate that because I don't need, that's the balance, you know what I'm saying, in the marriage, in the relationship, is I need you to stay how you are, because even though you may say something that hurt my feelings at that moment, it's a lesson that I need to learn. And it's, now when I say hurt my feelings, it's no physical or mental, of course, or verbal abuse, but if I'm talking to him about a situation, he's telling me something real, then I'm really not trying to hear at the moment. However, at that moment, it stings. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's truth. And it's just something that I'm just learning to kind of work with and work through. But I'll be okay. And then, like he said, I caught him at a good time because we just came back from a much needed mini vacation. We were in Dallas, Texas for his 45th birthday weekend. And it was fun. I'm sorry. I told your age. Baby, you're 45, but you look 25.
You already told my old government name.
Did I?
I don't know.
Oh, well, the real spillers probably know it because they may have heard it. But anyway, we had a much needed vacation, y'all. When I say we relaxed, we were rejuvenated. So my voice is a little raspy and rusty. That's because this past weekend, Memorial Day weekend, y'all, I ate whatever I wanted when I wanted, and I drank like a fish and wasn't worried, didn't have a care. I mean, I just let myself loose. I was able to be around horses. I love horses. I saw a little mini trail ride. We stayed with one of my good friends, Kiera. Hey, boo. She was a great hostess. What you call her, baby?
What's up,
She was an amazing hostess in her beautiful home. She opened up for us, as she always does when we go. This wasn't our first time, but this time it was just husband and I and her. And normally we have a little company, a little thing. But anyway, it was just us, and we had an amazing weekend. My cousins came out to join us. It was needed, and I'm grateful for that. And it gave me I guess a little push to make it through the end of the week, because y'all know this is my last week for school. I may do summer school, but it just kind of gives me a little motivation to, okay, you done had fun, girl. Go and push this week through this week. I probably need to detox a little bit. I'll probably start that in the next day or two. Um, and I'm excited. Look, he called because he was about to say something ugly. Get him,
You
Lord.
said detox?
Yeah, I need to detox. I had some tea today because I felt my body kind of getting a little weary. And I know it's because I did nothing nutritional Saturday through Monday and half of today. I did nothing nutritional at all. However, I did drink plenty of water like I normally do, but as far as food and teas, did none of that. But I had my tea today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back to my 2-a-days for my herbal so I can get my immune system back good. But anyway, that's enough of us spillers. I pray that all is well with you. If all is not well with you spillers, please say something so that we can do something. That is the only way that we'll be able to help you and get you to where you need to be. Mr. Wilson, would you like to add anything to that?
No, ma'am.
Shout out to
You on the road.
and shout out to my niece Journey. So on top of finished with this, on top of my amazing mini vacation, soon as we pulled in, she was here. She was at our house with her big, beautiful, bright eyes, bushy tailed, and just happy to see her TT and uncle.
She spoke to you when you walked in?
Oh, she ran to me, honey.
When I come through that door, she was on her little phone. She was on her phone. I just walked down.
They didn't say nothing to you.
Like I just went to the store.
And we've been gone since Friday school, so we talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and half of Monday.
I'm gonna try this again.
Did they do anything different?
Well, Mac tried to stop me before I walked out.
Oh, okay. Journey just looked at you.
Yeah, look.
Hi, Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my weekend was absolutely amazing. Just a reminder of how blessed I really am, and I don't take it for granted. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Remember, spillers, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and remember, I told you all each episode I will leave you all with a mental health tip. It was supposed to be 3 episodes this month, but it's 2 because I took a little break. But last episode, remember I told you guys to add in at least 30 minutes of cardio, physical movement, 30 minutes straight minimum. Of course, if you do a little bit more, it won't hurt. But a minimum of 30 minutes is really, really good for your mental health. It's good for your heart rate and brain enhancements. But today, the second most important mental health tip I want to leave you with is to make your sleep a priority, spillers. Resting is imperative. Stick to a schedule and make sure you are getting enough rest. Some of the things that hinders us from getting enough rest is blue lights from our devices. And that's because those screens can make it harder for us to fall asleep. So make sure you're intentional about reducing the blue light exposure from your phone or your computers before bedtime. Something that I do is, I don't know if you really noticed or not, but about 9 o'clock, I put between 8:45 maybe or 9, I'll put my phone completely down and I don't turn it back off unless I hear text messages, my phone reading.
Do you hear what you said?
Yeah.
You said you put your phone down, but you don't turn it back off.
I mean, don't start. You know what I mean. I put my phone down, spillers, and I don't look at it or turn it on unless there's text messages. And normally, a lot of my group messages that I'm in with my friends at nighttime goes on Do Not Disturb. But like my immediate family, those are on. So if I get something from them, of course, it'll come through. But between about 8:45, I put my phone down. My chamomile tea, I absolutely love it. It's caffeine free. It's an caffeine free and herbal tea that I like to drink, if not nightly, every other night. I sometimes deal with sleep insomnia. Do you deal with that?
Well, I do a little meditating.
You want to tell the spillers about your medication, but you tell them about that.
Meditate.
Oh, meditate. Oh, okay. You do a little meditating. Oh, not medication. Okay. Well, why you doing that crazy? I can't take it. Okay. So I do my own. I have this herbal tea that I like to drink, and it does wonders. It helps with so many things. But one of the main things that I love about it is relaxation. I've learned that if I drink it before 9 o'clock, that I'm in heaven by 10 o'clock. I'm talking about counting sheep, baby. I'm sleeping good. And I don't get up to use the restroom a lot. But anyway, the healthy tip for this month is to get your rest. That is imperative for your brain. Your body has to reset. When I started going to therapy about 6 years ago, my therapist told me the reason why I was thinking the way that I was thinking, and I had the thoughts and the ADD symptoms and all of that good stuff, is because I wasn't getting proper rest. And I wasn't, because I was worried and I was tripping and concerned and just everything going on at once in my brain. But he said once you get the proper rest and your body resets, then that makes your mental stronger. So
first you got to get a sleep pattern, because if you ain't got that, you ain't gonna get no proper rest.
So what are some things you can do to get a good sleep pattern? Or just anybody? Well,
I but like I said, I meditate.
Okay.
You say about 8:45, you put your phone down. I start my meditation by 8:45.
And he does.
Come back in by 9:30. You know what I'm saying? 9:30, almost 10. Because if I go to sleep before 10 or 10:30, I'm gonna wake up at 12. I ain't gonna get no good sleep. But if I stay up to 11, I sleep all the way to 5:30.
And studies show that 6.5 to 8 hours of sleep is an adequate enough hours or amount of sleep that we need to make sure that our mental is okay. And I'm one of those people that now I try to push for that. Like, I need at least 6 hours. Give me 7, really. Minimum is what I really want. But late nights that I'm having fun, you know, like when we were in Texas this weekend, I already know I'm going to be out up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later. But I know I can sleep in and kind of make up an hour or two from that. But as long as you're getting an adequate amount of rest, then I think you would be good. So make sure that you get your rest fillers. Make sure you get you a good exercise routine in 4 to 5 times a week, 30 minutes minimum straight.
Just wrestle what you want.
Any way you want to wrestle, baby. Just get, long as it's 30 minutes. Bust a sweat. Get that heart rate up. And then get you some rest. And you can do all of that before 10:30 p.m. Can I get a witness? Did you want to add anything else to that, Mr. Sir? Okay. All right. So get your rest and get your workout on, okay? This is our social media shout out time. If you're not following us on our social media platforms, what you're waiting on? Follow the Spill Podcast on YouTube, the Spill Podcast, and then follow us on Instagram, the Spill Podcast 21, to stay abreast all things the Spill. All right, Mr. Wilson, do you have it? You ain't got no social media, never mind. Get somebody else to do it. All right. Okay, this is our quick break. We about to get into it. You ready, baby?
What you drinking on now?
I'm drinking water.
Why you say it like that? Like you lying or something? I'm drinking water.
I'm drinking water. Nah. I am drinking a little cocktail, but the juice is sugar-free and it has 80% vitamin C. I'm not getting paid promo for none of this, so I ain't telling. If you want to know, text me. Because I'm not putting them out there, but it's pretty good. So it's helping me get this stuff out and feel good at the same time. Oh, and when I drink my tea, my chamomile, after this, baby. But I'm going to do something else first.
Yeah, fart.
Shut up! I thought you was going to say the F word, but you said fart. I'm going to do something other than fart.
You already did the snore fart.
All right.
Straight to sleep.
Anyways, you ready?
You going straight to sleep.
I ain't going straight to sleep tonight, Phyllis. Not tonight.
I'm going to get on her YouTube and I'm going to record. I'm going to show you live.
You cannot record me doing what I'm going to do.
Girl, I'm talking about you just being asleep.
Oh. Well, yeah, we all snore. You know,
I ain't talking about the snoring. We talking about you being asleep because you talking about all this stuff you do.
I am. I'm going to get down tonight, baby.
Girl, Cat know how you is.
With what? She don't be in the bed with us.
When you drinking?
But I ain't drinking for real. This it.
No,
It's a cocktail. It ain't nothing that's going to stop me.
That's just juice with 0 calories.
Literally.
0 sugar.
See how he do just, Here we go. Told y'all, pray for me, because this, right, yeah. Okay, back to record. All right, we are on our spill trend topic time. Now, Mr. Wilson, I'm excited about this spill trend topic. I'm not excited about the topic, but I'm excited that I'm discussing it with you. One of the reasons is because you are a man. Another reason is you're a black man. And another reason is you're a father. Okay. And then another reason I guess I'll add is I know you like some of the rapper Finesse 2 Times songs and his lyrics. And so we're going to kind of hop on him. And I know this conversation won't be biased because I'm not sure if you really know about this, but you're about to learn about it, okay? So listen, before we go any further, this is an opinionated trend topic, okay? We cannot confirm or deny any of these allegations. Mrs. Wilson is just having an open dialogue with her husband about what's floating around on this here internet with Finesse 2 Times. Now, I'm not going to talk about all these women, you know what I'm saying, him doing that, you know, whatever he's posting about that, that's his business, child. Ugh, that's his business. But I do want to have a conversation about this young boy that he seems to have some type of relationship, kinship to. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it is. However, there is alleged confirmation that whatever the relationship is between this young boy and Finesse 2 Times, the rapper, allegedly the parents, the guardians, somebody is fully aware of it. They know they've made agreements with Finesse 2 Times to have whatever legal obligations and rights that he has with this kid. I am just scratching my head because of the things that I am seeing this baby do on these here videos. Now listen, I guess I'm more sensitive to it because I am an educator and I've taught elementary students. I'm now a middle school educator. But he's so little, he's so young. I don't even think I think he's like under 12. Like he's just tiny and little. And the way that he speaks on the videos that are online, the way that he behaves, I mean, it's almost scary to me, right? So something that really just made me just really bothered is Finesse 2 Times posted a video. Now this is like public record. I mean, it's just out there. It's on social media, in the internet. But he posted a video and I guess the baby was asleep because he's a baby literally. And he like pulled the covers off of him and was like, "What you in here doing? You in here masturbating?" And that just really made me sick to my stomach because I'm like, this little boy, like he's so little. Like he's a baby. So I feel like the behaviors that he's seeing, that he's being exposed to, I mean, I have all type of opinions, you know, about them, but it's just really disturbing to me. So I just wanted to know, Mr. Wilson, what do you think? Like if this was your child or your grandchild being exposed, or to me, it's like he ain't been exposed. It's like he's being, I'm not even gonna say the other word, but it's like, I don't know if he's using him for monetary gain, or if this little boy really has some type of talent, because I've yet to see it. I mean, he's done what everybody does on the internet, and he does his little raps and all of that good stuff, but I'm like, how would you feel if this was your child kind of being put on the platform like that?
I can't answer that. Only one I can answer that is the parent that's doing it. And even if the grandparents have something to say, that ain't their child. So
right.
They can't. It's the parent. So can't nobody really. I mean, I don't even know how to answer that because I can't see it no way.
So have you seen?
But they gaining though.
Right.
It's just.
Yeah. It's definitely he's using him as a business.
So do the little boy rap?
He's supposed to be, like, I've heard him say a couple of little things, but it's nothing that I couldn't do. I hate to be like that.
Other kids ain't heard him rap. I mean, it's just Finesse just signed him to this.
Yeah, I think Finesse has certainly signed him.
Oh,
but
it's something.
So it's business, but do we go to this extent to like almost, like, to me, and this is just my opinion, based on the videos that have been posted online. I can't deny, I can't confirm, but I personally feel like it's almost like exploitation. if that makes sense. Because it's like, why the hell is this baby out here doing all this stuff? Like,
because it's money. People like, I mean, the young folks the one doing all the killing now anyway. So it's a problem for this. You say about 8 under 12.
Yeah.
This
He
dude,
look like he's probably
boy,
10 or 11.
This little boy under 12.
Mm-hmm.
And he just on TV. I mean, well, you say on the thing, he probably act like Lil Boosie. He probably talking like Lil Boosie.
First of all, I get on Boosie because Boosie wrong.
I'm saying he probably talking just like him. He probably,
he's definitely a little reckless for his age.
I ain't heard the little boy, but I seen some on there about Charles and White and him, and I don't even look at it, so I ain't even veiled. I mean, somebody else listen to it. But I walked out, but they got 12-year-old boys that's killing, shooting folks, doing drive-bys.
And that's my thing, like with us well, not us, but with him being exposed to this type of lifestyle, like what chances are he getting?
He probably was already, from the way he
acting,
cuss.
and cursing and talking.
He already knew it. It ain't so finesse just really gonna
make money off of it.
Gonna make money off of him. He gonna help him make money. The parents gonna make money. So the parents the one really just sold their kids. But parents sell kids all the time. I guess they just feel like they making something, and then he in his crap, but he in the crap of a gangster rapper, a person that. So I mean, the parents know what's going on.
So it's the lifestyle. This is what come with it. If you're gonna put
just like them parents knew what was going on with R. Kelly.
Yeah, you absolutely right.
They took the money. It's all about money with a lot of people. It's all about money.
Okay. So.
And finesse know it's about, and he know he can blow up. Even if the little boy ain't rap yet. He probably got a lot of views from little kids. Yes. And that's money, right?
Yes, that's it.
So here we go. He gonna make him some money. He gonna help his parents make some money. But the whole time, that little boy gonna be messed up. Because he already was young and exposed to something.
Yes.
Now he getting exposed to the worldwide.
Yeah.
And
so it's like something he got.
If he lived that long.
And that's my thing. Like with him being put out there in this type of light with the way that he's behaving. Like what is that? What narrative are you putting out there for the world? You know what I'm saying? Because he's exposed socially in the internet world to all of this. But what about the kids in the neighborhoods? Like you said, the 12-year-olds that's killing the 15. That's really about that life. That's not out there.
What if he is about? That's what I'm saying. What if the little boy is?
You're right.
Like that? Because you have them younger than that.
Yeah.
And when you get them that young, you can tell them to do something and they'll go do it.
Yeah.
Just looking up to you. So he probably already about that life. And then he got to have a little bit in it because the boy can't coach him to say and talk the way he be talking.
Right.
He can't coach him to do that.
And then I feel like it's almost too late now because he's done so much.
So
much has been done with the.
Let me start quick. The part I heard when I was walking out, he said, "Charlie White, you some
the little boy said this.
We're gonna script him."
The little boy said this.
We're gonna script. No, I said it sound like Lil Boosie.
Yeah.
Like he from Louisiana.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say like Lil Boosie, but sound like he from the boot down. He was like, yeah, we gonna script him. He got to get script. And the other dude was like, well, I'm coming over there. And I walked out and I said, "Bill, who was that?" He said, "This is the little boy." So then you come talking about. But they gonna make some money. And they finna mess up him though. He finna be messed up.
Yeah.
He gonna be messed up from making money, from fame, and if he ain't the thug that he
talking like, ooh.
But if he is the thug that he claiming, because the reputation hurts you more than anything.
Ooh.
So he gonna be hurt.
You better teach us something, Miss Wilson. Well, it saddens me to see the route that this young black king is going in. And y'all know how I feel about black folk. But as an educator, like it's something about black boys. I literally ran into one of my old parents today. I promise to God. I was walking out of the store. The lady's a security guard. She was like, "You look so familiar." And I was like, yeah. And she asked me, I said, "Did we go to school together?" We talked about our school. She said, "No." I said, she said, "Do you teach?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I told her the 2 schools that I've been at. And I told her the first school, when I was a 2nd grade teacher, And she said I told her the first school when I was a second grade teacher. And as soon as I said that, I said her son's first and last name. And she said, oh my God. And she just lit up. And I was like, that was my baby. Like, how is he? Where is he? And she kind of told me some of the struggles he was having. His older brother was there that had a lot of struggles. And I told him, I said, you need to be that example for him. Like, and I told Mama, he never gave me problems. That was my baby. I still had a note that he wrote me, Miss Hunter, I love you so much, blah, 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 because he ended up coming to my school, and then he left, and he came back the next year, but he was always in my class due to, other reasons. The teachers would send him back to me. And I told Mama, tell him, tell him Miss Hunter, that was my maiden name, ask about him. And if I need to come up and see him or come talk to him, Mama, I got you, He's at a different school in Little Rock, but he's no longer at the school that I was at. But all of the boys, she had 3 boys, and she moved to Little Rock from a country town in Arkansas. And she moved to Little Rock literally with just her boy. She had 4 boys, but she only had 3. The oldest one, she told me, is in military school. Black woman who really just was trying to get her kids out and to do better by them at work. And she got one of her sons with her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel a ways when it comes to black children, but especially black boys, because I feel like they always get the short end of the stick because they're boys and then they're black. So when we are trying to expose our children to a different light, make sure it's a light that's really gonna give them a good shine and possibly a lifetime shine. Because trying to get these little few dollars real quick for now, like, baby, money is definitely the root of all evil in this type of situation. And I feel like we're living in a time now, y'all, where God can show us better than he can tell us. Like, he's been telling us for so long, and we steady doing stuff our way, and it's not ending the way that we want. And he's gonna make those endings quicker than we want them to be. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it together. Let's make sure we are doing what we have to do with our children, especially our black children. I'm always biased in that way. I don't even take shame in that no more. I used to be like, I'm not. I am. I feel a ways about black kids, especially black boys, because they're the reason the generations exist. Without our black men, it wouldn't be a black culture. So let's just kind of be cognizant on what we're doing and what we're exposing our black babies to, especially our black kings. Mr. Wilson, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, cause the black queen's trying to take over the black king. Come on.
He say that all the time, y'all. He say women be trying to be the man in the house, be the man of the house. Listen, that's because, hey, unfortunately, because of what some of the black kings been exposed to, and their lack of leadership, lack of being head of households, lack of being providers and protectors and priests,
the lack of just being there.
And the lack of being there. That part, black women, we just done had to pick it up and do it on our own.
See, she talking the good part of the black women. I'm talking about the part of the ones that want to think they that black man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
And
I
don't
was
the ones that walk around like they the dudes.
Oh, you talking about the sister?
I'm about them taking over.
Well, listen.
I ain't talking about the strong black women.
Okay, listen, and I'm not trying to take up for them either. But you said something important earlier. You said he's definitely just joking, but I'm serious with it. I'm gonna go deep for 5 seconds. One of the reasons for our quote unquote studs, I feel like, my personal opinion, it's nothing that's in the books, or it's not proven to be right, but about 89.99% of studs are fatherless girls. Their fathers have never been there for them. I say 89% because it's a short few who just grew up different, and that's just the lifestyle that they chose. But about 90% of them, babe, their fathers everyone that I've met, and I met a lot of in my family, outside of my family, friends, close friends, people I know, their daddies were not there, and that's either by choice or by force.
Well, the ones I have met, their dad was there and their mama.
That's why I said 90%. How many of those have you met their mom and dad?
A lot of them, but I mean, it's 50-50 with the ones say that some somebody did something to them, they would love.
Okay.
And so, and then the other half was the dudes that they done been with, then dog. So they just stopped messing with dudes and started messing with girls, and then started messing with every girl that the dude that dog that was messing with it.
Well, that's another subject for another day. But I mean, hey, they taking over and just strong black women. Period. That ain't going. We're not selling our children. We not letting anybody come in our house. Like, we just not going. Period. Like, what a man can do, if we can do it times 10, if you can't come in with more than that, it is what it is. So that's that on that. That part.
And help build a man. Trying to make
it ain't our duty to.
No build
you just said help build a man. What we doing? We ain't building or making. A man needs to come. If a man comes with what he's supposed to come with, and we come with what we're supposed to come with, we can grow and build together. But it's not a woman's responsibility to build or make a man, and it's not a man's responsibility to build or make a woman, and it ain't another man's responsibility to raise somebody else's child and expose their child to something that they don't need to be exposed to.
So he raising the boy?
We don't know. Clearly, the little boy with him all day, every day. So I mean, this is a part of his life when if the Lord lets him get older, he's going to be able to look back and say, yeah, I was with him. He raised me from the time I was such and such until such and such. So this, we don't know what he did, but we moving right on from there because I can't do none of that, okay? So let's get into our spill trend. We just finished spill trend. Let's get into the spill topic time. Listen, spillers, the people out here peopling, and we just gonna talk about it just for a few minutes. We're not gonna hold y'all on. We just gonna talk about it. The only thing that I agree with that Finesse 2 times said is, it's cool when they do it, but a problem when I do it. But if them, like, that's the only thing I agree with that he done said. Now, he had that other song. Remember, Jonte was over here when you was visiting before you moved back, and he was rapping that song real good. What was that song? That was the Finesse 2 times song. It was real good, and Jonte rapped it good. But anyway, we're not gonna get into all of that. Okay, so the only thing I agree with that Finesse 2 times said is it's cool when they do it, but a problem when I do it. But, y'all know the end part. And that's facts. I feel like that I've been going through a lot. I told y'all earlier that I'm in a season of my life where I'm kind of learning some things, seeing things and people and situations. And that's true. It's, to me, I feel like that's that, right? So, of course, I would want to have this dialogue with a more sincere, genuine, and real person than my husband. Because I know you're going to kind of give it to us. You going to give it to us straight. But I need you to just be just a little, don't go too hard, okay? Don't go too hard like the conversations we have, behind closed doors. But I want you to still be you, okay? I know you are anyway. Anyway, Mr. Wilson, we are living in a day and time, personally, that I feel that people feel like you can treat them any type of way. But when that energy is reciprocated and you do it to them, then it becomes noticeable and problematic. But when they're doing it while they're doing it, ain't nobody got nothing to say. But it's only when you do it or you say it, it blows up. Like, I know she did such and such did or said the same thing. But why when I do it, it's a problem? Why is that, Mr. Wilson? Why do you feel it's like that?
I don't know, but to each his own. That's all I can answer that with, because I can't, I don't know. Then the majority of your fault.
I mean, when
I'm speaking to you, I ain't speaking to other folks. Well, if you going through it, it's the majority of your fault, because don't do it. Because you already know before you do it, it's going to be some backlash.
Yeah, you're right.
But you do it anyway.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. I don't know, like, it's not premeditated, but I know, like, at the moment it's going to be some backlashes. And I'm going to give you an example, right? So, And this was a recent example, and I'm just going ahead, I'm gonna put it out there. So I was made privy that some family members were bothered about me having a quote unquote gathering at my house, y'all. What was it? Mother's Day. So just quick back, just to let y'all know how it went. Mother's Day for the last since I've been back in Little Rock, Arkansas, since 2007, 8. I've always spent them with my mother and my grandmother. So I'm always literally in the neighborhood, in 26th and Broadway in the South End, Little Rock, for Mother's Day, every Mother's Day. Go over there with my mama. We get my grandma situated. We cooking breakfast, having our mimosas during, and then we eat cooking dinner, or then cook dinner and having dinner, right? Every Mother's Day. Well, my grandmother went to glory in 2021. So the last 2 years, my mama has been coming over here for Mother's Day, right? So this Mother's Day was just a little unorthodox because some things, of course, beyond our control happened. And I just really wanted to still love on my mama and still want her to know that, despite of what's going on, God got you and you still a bum ass mama, period, poo. So my mama came, of course I cooked, I did all of that, and I'm a mother, mind y'all. I'm a mother with a whole husband and a whole daughter that still gonna show me out and do what they do for me for Mother's Day, but I still have a mother. So I cooked for my mother, we gifted her, we did everything, and we come on over here, sis, when you finish doing what you're doing, get on over here, and we got you the whole day. Music, mimosas, food, gifts. We taking care of you. I had a cousin to call. Hey, what y'all doing? Let's throw some meat on the grill or whatever. Call my husband. Cool. Bought the meat and brought it over. We threw it on the grill. Another cousin called, said she wanted to partake because she wanted some of my greens. Came. Cool. I posted on social media a cake that I made, y'all, literally. My friends, which are my co-workers, which are my squad, I call them my squad, my teacher squad, because we're co-workers and good friends. Once I posted it, they commented on the picture. What's up? What about ours, Charlie? You forgot about us? I'm like, you know what? Cool. I'll go ahead and make y'all one. Swing through, come get y'all one. We're going to do what it do. And that was just that. Well, when it was brought to me, you having some and didn't invite nobody. First of all, I didn't send out invites. Let's make it clear. Second of all, the people that came were people that contacted me and I just told them to pull up or whatever. Anyway, I'm not pressed about it at all, y'all. But first of all, I don't be wanting to be around certain energies anymore. Like, I'm learning that every single day now. Got my husband looking at me. I'm learning that every single day. Second of all, just because you receive an invite somewhere, y'all, it does not mean that you are completely welcome. And last but certainly not least, I do not have time to be anywhere that I'm uncomfortable, not at peace, none of that. So what I had at my house for my mama and some of my favorite people just happened to show up was that. But it was a big deal made out of it. She acted funny. I'm talking about group chat, all that, people pulled, just crazy stuff. And it's like, first of all, this is my house. Second of all, I said what I said. It wasn't no invites, and people just pulled up, and that's what it was. I posted a picture on social media, and the picture, there was quite a few people here, you know what I'm saying, on the picture, but the people that were here on the picture are people that pulled up, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I sent out anything.
Can I stop you right quick?
Yeah, because I was bothered about it, and I'm still bothered.
I'm bothered because you explained yourself.
Uh-oh. Well, give me together, Mr. Wilson.
What's understood ain't got to be explained.
That part.
You's a grown person.
Yeah.
We ain't go over nobody else's house.
Mm-hmm.
So when you read it, I told you something silence is golden.
Mm.
You'll let a person know where you at every time. All they gotta do is send that. You gonna let them know where you at
every time. Because I'm either gonna go off or respond, and I need to. I'm
all
stopping.
you gotta do is leave it alone.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, get the picture. Excuse me, man.
Yeah.
Get the picture. Get
Lie.
the picture. I'm telling you won't listen to me. All you gotta do is listen to me. You press too hard on me.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do that.
And then I'm quick to say I'm not pressed, but I think I was more pressed in this.
I'm saying you press too hard on it, like trying to get your point.
Trying to make them understand what I was doing. Yeah.
You don't even come.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like I do that because I don't want to be misunderstood.
Well,
but
you don't be misunderstood when you're trying to explain stuff.
And
one thing, you talk fast.
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna hear something that wasn't supposed to be heard,
Mm-hmm.
and for two, the people you talk, half the time people you talk to ain't paying attention. So you're gonna be misunderstood anyway.
Mm.
So why even try to explain? You can nib it at the bud. See how quiet you is now?
So that's how I nip it at the bud, just don't say nothing. And I'm learning that.
Because you know your heart. You know you wasn't looking for all of them to come.
Yeah, right.
So why is you worried about it?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Some things you fight, or you put up a fight against, it make you look like you fight.
Yeah.
You just trying to defend yourself. You ain't gotta do that.
Mm.
You had everybody here that you want here, right? But did you want somebody else? Okay, well you good. Family gonna be family. The most dysfunctional.
Ooh, Jesus help us.
Family, man.
So speaking of family, I believe in protecting your peace by any means necessary. We had an episode me and you did in the first season. I think it was like episode 5 or 6 or something, where we was talking about protecting your peace. Now, some of the things that I feel like we have to do as a part of protecting our peace is cutting ties with people. Help us, Lord. Whether it's friends, family, co-workers, relationships, any of those relationships or situationships that serves us no purpose, we have to cut ties. However, Mr. Wilson, I feel like in the African American culture, black folk, we really big on family ties, like family blood. Blood is thicker than water. Family over everything. All these good old folk tales, because that's what I call them now since I'm learning. But I feel sometimes that family hurts us worse than outsiders. And it's not okay to accept a lot of things that we accept from family, be it trauma or whatever it is, because it's family. Like, we don't have to do that. How do you think, or how do you feel about cutting ties with family when it comes to protecting your peace or protecting the family that God gave you?
And my freedom. I cut them quick. I cut them quick.
You do. You do
Because
that.
ain't nobody trying to hear somebody else got you in trouble. They ain't trying to hear that. You grown.
Right. And you made that choice and you did it on your own. Yeah. So rather than putting yourself in your situation, you just don't cut them.
Some folks they don't want to learn. It ain't that they ain't gonna learn. They don't want to learn. They'll keep spinning their wheel. They'll keep doing the same thing over and over. Been doing the same thing for 20 years. Go to jail, get out. They'll do the same thing. Go to jail, get out. You already know what they're gonna do.
And not only jail, but just emotionally. Like, you can get a person.
Like Tupac say, jail don't mean you just be locked up.
Yeah, physical. You locked up mentally. You better come through, Mr. Wilson.
You just be locked up. You ain't got to go. Cause half people go to jail, they get took care of. They get 3 meals a day. They got somewhere to sleep. They gotta pay no bill.
Warm, cool.
That's a good jail. You out here when you out here and you ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, and you locked up mentally.
To get some food. You can't figure nothing out. You don't
financially.
You don't know who the eggs, when the eggs, or how the eggs. You don't know nothing. You just I ain't gonna have nobody. I'm steal it. I'm gonna go in the trash can and get it. That's a jail I would never want to be in.
Yeah. Ooh, Mr. Wilson.
Give me my 3 meals.
I know. You said something on that, and I brought that up because I do feel like that unfortunately family hurt can be the worst hurt, if that makes sense. But I'm learning hastily, you know what I'm saying, to stay in my own lane, not to force relationships, situationships. I don't care if it's family, friends, none of that. I am learning it. Like, he looking at me. Yes.
No, look, this is how family can hurt you.
Okay.
See, family like that sheep. I mean, it's like that wolf with that sheep on. You ain't looking at your family to hurt you. No kind of way. But this person that you ain't grew up with, but you're getting to know them, you'll look at them like that. Now, this will be the person that's going, what I have learned, this is an outsider, but became a family friend. I'm talking about a close family friend because they just be there not just for you, but they were there for everybody, your mama. Because when they become your friend, like I said, they take on your baggage. Your family become their family, especially if they come around you a lot. And if you get some family member get jealous because of that, I'll tell you right then and now, they ain't did you better got 'em. If they get jealous about an outsider, they get close. And just be around y'all like family. If they don't like them, then you better come. They gonna start showing their true color.
Yeah, and that just it hurts, you know what I'm saying. But when we see it, we gotta use different tools and resources to heal.
It hurt to leave that man alone that you was in love with at the time.
That part.
But at the same time, the man kept hurting.
That part, or the woman. That part. Get them thorns at them sides and move around. And sit in it when I say sit in it, when you're experiencing these hurts, these pains, these relationships that are dissolving, sitting in them just mean you're going through the pain, you're learning from whatever it is, you're reflecting on what you could have done to make it better. You're not judging them on what they didn't do, but you're learning what not to accept in the future or what not to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're healing from it. And when you properly heal from stuff like this, you're able to move on in a more positive and a healthier way. So anyway, so let's move on from that. I mean, we ain't gonna make it light, but we just gonna kind of ease on a little bit. So remember we said we were talking about the people out here peopling. So we talking about all the people, everybody that's peopling. Relationships on display. Now this one really ruffled my feathers because I feel like so many people have opinions about people publicizing their relationships and their marriages. And when I say publicizing, I'm talking about sharing photos, date nights, vacations, locations, or just posting happy moments that you're sharing with your significant other on social media. Now, I have my own opinion about folk who cannot be genuinely happy for that, but that's neither here nor there because it's my opinion. But I have learned that when we are not happy for other people, then that kind of shows, or that energy projects and it exudes in the way that we respond to stuff. Now, the Bible tells us that God sees the heart, but man looks on the outside, right? So I feel like there's a lot of judgmental people that, anyway, that's neither here. I ain't even finna get into all that. Mr. Wilson, we just came off of this bomb vacation. Why you laughing? And I do that. I said from season 1, episode 2, 3, I have had Facebook spillers since 2004 when you could only have a college email to have access to it. That means you had to set up your college email and they had to verify your identity through your college email. I've been doing this social media stuff almost 20 years, right? So from 20 years ago, my very first pictures, before McKinsey, in between, I've done that. And I've always posted pictures and shared stuff that I wanted to share. But I feel like now people have so much to say about what we share, especially if it's relationships. Oh, they fake. They ain't happy. They ain't in love. They just trying to show out for Facebook. They trying to show out for social media. Granted, all relationships are not like that. Now, no relationship is perfect, but I don't think all relationships are like that. But I just can't, and it ain't for me to understand why people feel that way. But do you really feel like people are really posting their relationships or marriages on social media to front for the masses? Or do you think that people could really be happy? Why are you playing pussy with me?
I thought that was a chill.
My foot is not that hard. Can't stand. So do you think it's a problem when people do that?
No, but I did have something to ask you. I was going to ask you something about that. I didn't know you had it as a topic.
See, y'all, I told y'all I won't be saying nothing to him. I just pray and ask the Lord to use him, because y'all know he comes any kind of way.
Yesterday, it's a preach. I mean, I think he's a pastor, and his wife was twerking on him. And everybody saying that he was wrong because he was a pastor. You know, he a pastor. Derek something, I can't think of the name, but he was a pastor. He's standing there. And his wife, it was his 50th birthday. That's what it was. I
saw it. No, you talking about my boys. You talking about Dietrich Cadden, baby, and Dominique. Dietrich, he's 50, and his wife, Dominique, I don't even think she's 40 yet. And she was twerking on her husband,
And they was like, he a pastor, he ain't supposed to do this, that. And like I said, he was having fun. He
He
didn't even
was.
record it. They didn't even record it.
It was somebody else. Yep.
recording it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't gonna say people be putting it up there,
Mm-hmm.
and they ain't like they was fake.
Mm-mm.
But when you put stuff out there for folks,
You gotta take
you
it.
gotta take what they gonna
That
say.
part. That part.
I mean, cause you can keep them memories to yourself.
Yeah.
You ain't really got to show others.
Yeah.
Because people are always saying, well, you know what time we living in now. This what y'all been saying? This,
The internet
not
generation.
I'm saying like the last days.
Child, ain't about that. Honey, we've been the last days
I'm
since
saying
Jesus
maybe
came.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it ain't
But
gonna,
they
so
say
it
that.
ain't gonna get no better.
Right,
So how
right.
do you feel like it's gonna?
Right.
If people feel like the world ain't gonna get no better, how they feel like started putting stuff on the internet?
Exactly.
You know, make them happy.
Exactly. So just to kind of give you guys just a little inclination, I guess, to just a little information on what Mr. Wilson is talking about. Pastor Dietrich Haddon, who is a West Coast pastor, and his wife, Dominique Haddon, Pastor Dietrich celebrated his 50th birthday. Y'all Google Pastor Dietrich Haddon. I've been fooling with him for 20-something since my real life Christian experience, 20-something years since I've been really getting to know Jesus for myself. Long time. And Dietrich, Pastor Haddon was one of those pastors that was actually shunned from the church, right? Because his unorthodox way of ministry. I'm talking about went from masses to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like literally had to build himself back up because of divorce, just some stuff that he went through personally, and the quote unquote church judged him for, right? His wife now, this is his second wife, Dominique Haddon, she's much younger than him, beautiful. I don't know if you all watched the hit series years ago, Preachers of LA. It's been almost 10 years, if not 10. But Google it and watch that series, and you'll really get to know Pastor Haddon, and you'll really get to love him, because you'll really learn that he's really a man after God's own heart. However, the generation that we're in now, and it doesn't, I'm not justifying anything with the twerking and all of that, but first of all, that's his wife. So they licensed to do whatever the hell they want to do, whether it's twerking, well, they ain't gonna do it in public, but they're licensed. I don't feel like it was inappropriate. When you said it at the beginning, I did say whoa, because I felt like you was talking about some people, generate older ministers and stuff, and I just don't want to see my pastor and his wife twerking. I ain't trying to see Dr. DL and Tammy twerking nowhere. However, I see that with Pastor Haddon and Dominique, because they're a pretty young couple, and she's young. She's much younger than him. That don't take anything away from the ministry that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like us as a human race, we so judgmental. Even with the stuff that I post with us, baby, you'd be surprised.
But if they was mad about the woman twerking on them, they could have just imagined what they do off.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why people really mad, because they see her twerking on her husband, so they trying to figure out what they really got going on. But they're married, so they're licensed to do all that and more. That part.
I can kiss you in church.
Baby, he said you can do whatever. He said you licensed to do that. Except them comments, like you told that woman, when you finna tell that woman, ooh, when she said I look good, just imagine what she look like with no clothes. You don't need to be doing stuff like that. I hope you did. But when I sat down, you mentioned it, and I said, Lord, please.
I should have told her why she won't tell me how good it is.
Thank you, Lord. He didn't tell her, y'all. I thought he told her, but he said,
did,
oh, Lord, see that? Exactly. I don't know. I just sat down and you said that woman told you, ooh, your wife looks so beautiful today. And all you said to me was, you should see it without no clothes on. And hell, that just made in the church.
Well, she smiled.
But yeah, and that's neither here nor there. When you're married, you're licensed to do stuff like that. And I'm just a novice in this marriage thing. We we got going on almost 3 years. So we ain't got no front to give, no back to give. I don't think anything was wrong with it. I saw it and I loved it, and I put the hard eyes, because I've been fooling with them for years.
If you was first lady and I was a preacher, I wouldn't think nothing wrong with it.
Of course you would. But that just goes to show how we always have something to say. But you made a very important point earlier. When we put stuff out on social media, or when stuff is put out there about us, we have to be willing to be okay with people having their opinions. Because that's all it is, y'all. It just depends.
And that's how he handled it.
And that's exactly, and because when I say Pastor Haddon ain't responded to none of it.
Nah, he responded, he handled it.
Yeah, but
if you read it, he ain't responding like that.
But his response is like not a professional, but it's like he used to it. Yeah. You know, people gonna say what they say. They've been doing this to me for years. It don't matter what I do. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. That man has been through the most when it comes to people. Almost reminds me of myself. Like, so caught up in how people feel, trying to please people, trying to make sure people okay when you're not even healed or happy or okay. Like, to hell with them. So that was good, Mr. Wilson. That's good.
That was your question. I just thought about I was gonna ask you that at the end. You know, you'd be like, well, Mr. Wilson, you got anyone thing?
Yeah.
So let me go and get it out.
Well, you did good with that. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Okay, so this is the very last thing, and we are not going to stay on it long because folk are not obligated to support you. Period. 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 Anyway. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what you got, what you're selling, how much, how less. People are not obligated to support you. And I am learning that, Steelers. Be okay with folks supporting what they want to support. If they don't support you, don't be bothered. Don't be offended. It is what it is. Maybe they don't like what you're doing or selling or got going on, or hell, maybe they just don't like you. Oh well, it is what it is. I've learned that people will support people doing the same exact thing that you're doing. But they ain't going to support you. Because it's you. But we have to be okay with that. I feel like if God gifted you with whatever talent it is, whatever business, whatever idea, whatever it is, he's going to equip you with what you need and who you need to be successful and give you the exact support that you need to increase your success and to stay successful. So, Mr. Wilson, there's this saying that says, I support everything black. And I be trying to be in that saying a little bit because I be trying to support everything black all the time. But I'm getting better. I have boundaries now. Like you said earlier, I'm choosing my boundaries. Do you think that people should feel a way about being supported or not being supported? Like, do you feel like we should feel like, well, I'm their cousin or I'm this, so they need to support me and they not, or I'm their friend or I am. Do you feel like we should feel a way if someone supports us or if someone doesn't support us within whatever endeavor that we're doing?
No, I feel like if you don't get supported, that means you need to step your game up.
Uh-oh.
So the person that you're looking for the support from, just find what they like.
Uh-oh.
You know.
So cater to their,
don't cater to their need, but if you know this person and you looking for some, if you selling whatever they want or you got something they want, then they was riding with you at first and now they bagging off or something like that, you got to give them what they want. I mean, you got to, customers is always right. Customers always
You're right, but honey, USAA don't do it. I done already did my BBB review. We ain't writing that out.
Always right. I ain't say the person that owned it, the person that owned it got to make it right.
Okay,
that's how y'all make your
USAA
money
and
off
with
the
the
customers.
Right.
USA made their money off you.
That part, because they ain't studying me no more though.
So yeah, we got the but y'all don't really want me to say nothing about this support stuff, because you know you got it bad. Supporting, come on, baby, let's go support these black people here, these black people here. You know, I don't mind. Baby, hi. That's what I be text.
And y'all, that's the thing that I'm learning. This is our last topic, question, or people be peopling dialogue. But that's something that I'm really learning because Mr. Wilson can tell you since we've been together, you know, been married almost 3 years, 4.5 years, almost 5 years. I'm into blackety black. Babe, let's go here. They got this food. Let's go buy these shirts and sweaters. Let's go buy this. Let's go listen to this. Let's go support this. They having this. Let's go do. I've always been like that to support black on black business. And now I'm still like that, but I've created boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I'm interested in, I'm going to give 100%. If it's something that I'm not interested in, I'll support minimally. Even if I have to just do a donation or share a post or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that I can support in multiple ways.
Well, I get credit where credit due. So my money going to go where treating me right and
Mm-hmm.
your price is right, how you got me?
So
Yeah, you ain't gonna get me in there and disrespect me and want me to pay your half price.
Point. And I've been dealing with that. That was one of my emotional roller coasters that I had been going on. Not just with, like 2 or 3 different companies that I pay good money to monthly. Like they had just kind of been taking me down through there for the last couple weeks, and I'm like, what the hell? Like I've been paying y'all good money for like years. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even get an adequate answer. Like nothing. So I'm with you. I'm big on customer service. I started customer service Verizon Wireless a long time ago, and I'm shouting it out because that was one of the best jobs I've ever had. In 2004 through like I got pregnant with Mackenzie in 6, so through 2004 to like early 2007, I worked for this company, and when I say they treated me well, took care of me, insurance, everything was amazing. Before I moved back to Little Rock, I worked with them in Nashville, Tennessee, before they were even in Arkansas. And our customer service was superb. Like the CEO then, it's the customer. Like we're trying to keep our customers and get new customers, so we're catering to our customers' needs. So I learned then how customer service was supposed to be, because every single phone call I took was catering to my customers' needs. And now, I don't know if it's the new generation reps, I don't know what the hell it is, but these people do not care about the customers or the coin. And I'm okay with just moving my coin. I'm learning that now. But anyway, I said that to say, support who you want to support and don't feel bad about it. And support doesn't always have to be financial. It could be you sharing a post on social media. I share every day, all day on my stories. I share all my people. My girl Monique, who does seasonings. Now she's doing oils. She's a chef. I've been sharing her. I share randomly on my page different things that she does. But I share it every day. She posts something that I can share on my story. I'm sharing in my story every single day. One of my good friends, Shayla Prince by Shay, the same thing for her. It's just one of my friends, Latoya Hill. She's getting ready to come out with her stuff. I'm just ready to support and share what I want. But if I'm not financially supporting, I'm supporting in a way that I feel like is good for me. So support is support. Don't feel pressured to support people how they want you to support them. Support them how you want to support them. Either you interested or you're not interested. So therefore. And it's the same way with the podcast. I be wanting y'all to share the podcast on y'all stuff and all that stuff. But if y'all don't, I promise I'm not mad, because I have family and friends that have personally told me, like, I ain't into podcasts like that. Like, I share y'all a little post or something, but don't be mad if I don't listen or you don't get that download or you know, I ain't subscribed to YouTube. And I'm okay with that. But a little support is good, because I know, like I said earlier, what God has for me is for me. He's going to equip me with what I need to do what I do and who I need that's going to help create and build the success of whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So, Mr. Wilson, you want to add something to that?
No, man.
Well, Mr. Wilson, you have been absolutely wonderful today. I'm always nervous.
Yeah, that teacher at work.
Our nest is best. That's what I said in my class show. You have been wonderful, though. I feel like the people are always happy to have you on, though. I promise, I must say. I promise.
If they did, you would have me in there. I let you shoot your little shots earlier. Finally. It's your fault. It's you. I mean, you do what you do. I'm just here. Which, you know, this ain't my style. This yours.
Right.
But I'm gonna come here and help you if you need me to.
And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
And you got to start letting me say what I want to say.
I do.
No, you don't.
Today you held back.
Yeah, because you be praying. I listen to your prayers.
Okay.
Hold the tongue.
I just say, Lord, help him.
All that stuff, you know.
Y'all, my husband is real.
Let it be clean. I mean, I hear all the little stuff you be praying for, so I try to help you get it by not saying the little stuff, but
y'all.
I know y'all might not like what You know, respect it.
That part.
So I'm gonna say next time. That's why she don't be wanting me to come in here. She be feeling like I'm a cuss. I'm gonna do this.
I'm okay with him being his complete self. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bishop T.D. Jakes, I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of people I've been inspired by for years. He's one of those people. If you listen to his sermons faithfully, I'm talking about from 20 years ago, like go back into now. Even I think a couple of weeks ago, we was watching some on Kingdom Culture. Bishop talks how he wants to talk and says what he wants to say. And it's like he barely missed what he really want to say. It's the Holy Spirit that literally keep him from really putting it out there. And I love that my husband, I said that to say because I love that my husband is like that, because when he does that, he's been his complete self. And so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, hell, I just don't be ready. I be like, ooh, take me a little slow. You gotta. But when he says it, I feel like it's real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like.
You be worried about the cuss part. You think I'm a cuss because I like to say MF a lot.
What you like? Wait, what you like to say?
Trying to get rid of it. I said it one. I think I almost said it one time.
You said it once. Yeah, you did good.
I ain't been saying it on the podcast. That just slipped because of what we're talking about.
Well, you know, every now and then stuff gonna slip, but that's all right. That's your business.
You quit fooling them like I don't be like I'm the one be stalling you from coming here doing your episodes.
You don't.
Because if the people really listen to you, if they listen to you, they hear you. Because you especially when you go through your mental
check-in.
Your mental check-in. Because you be real busy. You just stay and talk how busy you been on your roller coaster.
Yeah, I been.
And you gonna say, you finally come in here. You finally got off the roller coaster.
Shut up. I'm still going through the process. It's just easing on up. I'm at the top and I'm going down. I'm settling down. God is with us. see what I say? Give this Negro an inch. He gonna take a man, baby. Well, Mr. Wilson, I do appreciate you for joining us today. Is there anything else you want to add before we sign you off?
No, I love you. I be waiting.
I love you, baby. I love you too. I appreciate
I forgot what you were talking about at the earlier beginning.
And did not. I hope you didn't forget, baby. Go on, get ready. Help me, Lord. All right, Spillers. Thank Mr. Wilson for joining me. I'm super excited, and I'm always excited and elated when my husband joins me. But this is our encouragement time.